Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the High Moving Podcast. And as a Steelers fan, I am ecstatic of Matt Canada being fired, right? Long overdue. Good riddance. We had some of the worst offensive output this season. I mean, we're ranked, 28th in offensive passing yards per game. Total yards per game, 28th. Yards per play, 30th. Red zone TD percentage, 27th. Number of first down percentage, 30th. Right, just abysmal. And I'm glad they finally got rid of Matt Canada, or at least Mike Tomlin did, which is my other point. Because this pains me to say, man, look, as a Steelers fan, I love Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin has done a good job for the most part, but I think I'm starting to want to teeter in a different direction here. Okay, Mike Tomlin says this about the fire, and he says leadership is lonely. I don't run from it. I run to it. It was mine and mine alone. Basically saying that it was his decision to fire Matt Canada. Right. So if it was your sole decision this entire time, why did it take so long? Because he was your friend. See, that's the whole problem. He goes on about how it was very personal for him, and he's good friends with Matt Canada. But he's like, it's a result business. I understand that. Yeah, but that's the problem, man. When you hire your friends, okay, when the Steelers are ran like a mom and pop organization where they can't let people go, they keep mediocre players, they keep mediocre coaches for a long time because it's a family business, then we'll just finish the season 9-8, right? That's the problem. And it pains me because, I like Mike Tomlin and everything, and I know Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season. All that stuff, I get it. It's commendable, but Steelers fans and alike can agree. Look, man, listen. All this 9-8, never having a losing seasons, net is nothing. You know what? We would love to have a season where we bottom out and get us a top draft pick, get us one of them talented young quarterbacks, get a good offensive coordinator, and let's go for it. I mean, the reason why we've been so stale these past few years is because we kept Ben Roethlisberger way too long than we needed to, okay? And then we haven't found a viable replacement. Mason Rudolph, Kenny Pickett. Now we got, now they're talking about putting in Trubisky possibly in place of Kenny Pickett. What is this? The Pittsburgh Steelers are a historic franchise, man. They're a legacy franchise, but that's the problem, though. If you look at some of these legacy franchises across the NFL, they're not really doing well. Chicago's not doing good. Green Bay hasn't been doing good as of late. You know what I'm saying? Detroit Lions are finally starting to do well now, but they got their act together because they decided to make a splash by trading out Stafford and bringing in Jared Goff, and drafting well, you know what I'm saying? And have those lean years so you can get some top picks, you know what I'm saying? Not good, man. The Giants made the playoffs last year. You know what I'm saying? At least the Giants try to make moves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're not there. This past trade deadline, we made no trades at all. We didn't acquire anybody, but you see these teams that are in it all the time is they're making moves. They're competing. They have general managers that are allowed to push the envelope, and you have to do that in today's NFL. If you want to be stagnant and keep everything in-house and grow and develop, which is fine, but you need an infusion, you need to inject some new talent in there as well. Veteran talent that's in their prime. Listen, I'm not knocking. We got a great defense. We have a Super Bowl caliber defense, but offensively, you saw the numbers, been terrible. And as much as we're happy for Mike Tomlin, for Matt Canada being gone, a lot of the blame, 70% of the blame is on Mike Tomlin because you're the decision maker. And I don't know why you felt the need to hold on to Matt Canada for so long. So I'm happy he's gone, but at the same time, I'm massively disappointed in Mike Tomlin. I really am. And I'm not really sure if he should be the coach going forward. Has Mike Tomlin's act ran out in Pittsburgh? It pains me to say it, man. I'm a huge Mike Tomlin fan. I appreciate the Super Bowl in 2009, you know what I'm saying, or 2008 season against the Super Bowl we won against the Arizona Cardinals. We appreciate all that, man. But right now, though, man, it's and he gives fiery speeches and leadership is lonely, da 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 da. Well, we understand that if you have that mindset, then you should have been on that stance and got rid of Canada. Maybe demote him then. Demote him somewhere else then. If you really don't want to fire him, demote him somewhere else then. But no, you hold on to him until now the players starting to speak up. He had that comment because of George Pickens, post or IG post, whatever it was, like, I don't worry about pebbles in my shoe. What? George Pickens is one of our star players. Najee Harris, one of our star players, right? So now he's feeling himself. Today's NFL, you can't talk like that. You saw what the Raiders did once the players were not happy, right? Mark Davis went down and talked with ownership talked with their key players to find out what's going on. They made a quick move, got Antonio Pierce in there, got rid of Josh McDaniels, right? So, I mean, look, I know the Raiders aren't the Steelers organization as of lately, but I mean, at least they're trying. Today's NFL is not about acquiescing to the players, but you definitely got to listen to your players, right? These players are making more money these days. They're very talented, and they're not going to sit around and deal mediocrity like the coaches do. Players get frustrated as well. They always talk about old players just get their money and they're good. Nah. They're speaking up too. They don't like losing. Yeah, they like getting their bread, but they're sick and tired of losing. So all this coach talk of, players got to buy in, and no, they don't. Not if you run in a poor system, and they clearly see you're not willing to make executive changes. So this is all on Mike Tomlin. I'm happy Cannon's gone so we can start whatever process we got going on. But at the end of the day, though, man, I think, like I said before, I think it's time that we start kind of questioning Mike Tomlin going forward. Should he be the leader of the Pittsburgh Steelers as a head coach, right? Tough, hate to do it, but I got to say it, man. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Leave me your thoughts about this. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.